Greetings, greetings, greetings. Welcome to another edition of the Houston Roundball Review presents Folks Talkin Sports, sponsored by 5 Star Properties. 5 Star Properties is a Dallas-based company owned by a UH alum. If you are facing foreclosure or need to sell your house as is for cash, call 972-532-SELL or visit the website at 5starprops.com. I am Kris Gardner, owner and co-founder of the Houston Roundball Review. On the screen right now is Willy Gibson in Ohio. How are you, Mr. Gibson, sir?
I'm doing well, sir. How about you?
Doing well. I'm in Fort Worth. He's in Ohio, and another person in Fort Worth going to bring him in. He's just popping in right there. Is Andy Yanez from Gallery Sports. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, Kris. Good morning. How are you?
Doing all right. We're going to get into this. Will.
Yes.
You got a surprise to discuss. I believe the Ohio State Buckeyes are still playing basketball. Will?
Surprised to who? No. But yeah. They play in an hour. Semifinals of the Big Ten tournament.
Yeah, that's another reason why we're doing the show right now. This Folks Talkin Sports edition is because I know they're playing soon. The Coogs play at 2, and we have Commissioner Michael Resco from the American talking to the media in 2 hours. So Andy will be leaving shortly to head over there, and I'll be leaving soon after that to head over to the arena to, it's kind of strange to say it, but Michael Resco and the commissioner of the American, let's see, what it'd be, less than 4 months, the Coogs will no longer be a member of the American. So Michael Resco is one of the last times talking to us as the Houston Cougars are a member of the American. But Andy, any thoughts on, we're going to talk about it just real briefly, thoughts, more digestion of the Cougs 14-point win yesterday over East Carolina, despite shooting 28% from the floor.
28% and missing 41 shots, which is absurd when you think about it. And of course, that offensive rebounding mark that Kelvin Sampson always talks about, wanting to get half of those misses. Houston didn't come close to that. They only got 7 offensive rebounds on 41 of those misses. Not much to dissect. I mean, from kind of what we heard at the players and Coach Kelvin Sampson post game, the kind of key phrase used by Coach Sampson was out of character, and that's absolutely what it was. Now, Houston is, at the end of the day, what separated Houston from East Carolina is that they had Marcus Sasser, and Sasser top fire. He did what stars do, especially in the second half, where he scored 24 of those 30 points, and he was really the key player that helped lift Houston past East Carolina. But it's March. I know it's not the NCAA tournament. It's the American Athletic Conference postseason tournament. But at the end of the day, winning an event, that's another one of the key phrases that they use. And that's exactly what Houston did. Now, it always seems like it's become a tradition for Houston and Cincinnati at some point having to meet in the American Athletic Conference postseason tournament. And of course, they will meet again later today at 2 p.m., which will be the last time they ever meet in the American Athletic Conference tournament. Maybe they'll be meeting in the Big 12 tournament a year from now. Who knows about that? But Houston's played Cincinnati twice already. Jarris Walker starred in both of those games. I think the Bearcats did much better in the second meeting towards the end of January at Fertitta Center. So I think it'll be an interesting matchup, but I don't expect Houston to shoot as bad as they did on Friday. And I think it'll be an interesting game. I think Cincinnati is going to be scrappy. It's going to be winner go home for them, because if they lose, they're going to be out. It's going to be the end of their season. But I expect Houston to put together a better, cleaner performance and come out with a win and advance to the American Athletic Conference Tournament Championship.
It's hard to shoot 28% 2 games in a row. It's hard to shoot 28% on purpose.
Law of averages.
I mean, Marcus Sasser was, I think, 9 for 15 from the floor. The rest of the team was 7 for 42. 7 for 42. And they won by 14 points. So but East Carolina got a freshman named Ezra Ausser at 18 points and 19 rebounds. 19 boards is a new record for the American Athletic Conference tournament. He had 12 and 10 in the first half. against the Coogs as they destroyed Houston on the boards 24-14, which I know Coach Sampson was not happy about, and let the players know about that specifically at halftime. And they did a better job in the second half on the boards. Houston won that battle by 9 to help them. They made free throws.
Did Kris cut out?
Today against Cincinnati on ESPN. Go ahead. And
no, I was gonna say you were kind of cutting out.
Things. Oh, okay. Both of us in the hotel, so Wi-Fi is spotty, and we got construction going on here in this hotel, which started about an hour ago. So another reason for me to head over to the arena a little early. So they're renovating and on the floor above me. So if you hear banging or short circuiting, that's one of the reasons. But Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi in hotels. We're world travelers now. Mr. Gibson, do you have any news to share about Big Ten expansion or anything like that, sir?
No, man. No. I saw what you saw, but again, the Big Ten has no commissioner. So who are they talking to?
When are they supposed to have a commissioner, Will?
Great question. No one knows.
So, because I heard one timetable was in April. Well, Kevin Warren leaves in April, right?
He's gone.
Okay, like official title or whatever. Help me out here. Help us out from non-Big Ten country.
Kevin Warren's been gone. Okay. He's with Chicago. He's been with the Bears. The Big Ten has no commissioner. So all of these innuendos and rumors and this and that, they have no commissioner. So I'd love to know who these people are talking to, because there's no decision maker.
Do you think there's a possibility that the presidents, Big Ten presidents, the new commissioner, whoever, do ultimately decide to expand again?
To quote KG, anything is possible. But
I didn't say that, Will. That's not me.
Oh yeah. My bad.
I'm the broke KG. So yeah.
Yeah. No, you said that. I didn't say that.
Yeah.
But no. It's possible, but the most powerful AD in the conference is against expansion. So take that as you will. And he yields a very, very powerful stick in the conference. Gene Smith. Mm-hmm. So he's not with it. He's been approached to become the new Big Ten commissioner. He has rejected those overtures. Gene has bigger fish to fry. His ultimate goal is to be president of the NCAA. That's the worst kept secret in Columbus. Has been for years. That's always been his goal. He came here wanting to be the president of the NCAA.
Why? So, to transform it, to take slings and arrows, to be the most hated man in college sports?
How do I want to say it? It looks good on the resume. Title, power.
Oh, okay, power. I'll go with power.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Okay. I was trying to dress it up, but yeah, power.
Will, are you going to hop on a plane and fly from Ohio to Kansas City to see Shaq Diesel DJ at the Big 12 championship?
No. Is that must see? Is that must see?
I think Shaq is he's DJing tonight or he did it last night, but it's all part of
the Big 12.
Brett Yormark's entertainment and meshing entertainment and sports with the Big 12. Part of his promotion, marketing, all those things. Fat Joe performed as well. So
wow. Not the product on the field. We want to party. Okay.
Well, Big 12 is already the best conference in basketball. Will period. Yeah. Numbers say that. Last two champions say that too. So.
You poking national championship. Yeah.
Okay. That's KU and that's right. KU won it, right?
Yeah.
Right, Andy? Big 12.
Yeah. The year before that, Baylor. Yeah.
Baylor. Yeah. That's okay. Big 12. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Big 12. Wow, y'all talking mad trash now.
That's not trash. Those are
facts.
No, I'm talking about the Houston contingent. That's okay.
Because if we were going to talk trash, we could talk about the Tar Heels, Will.
Yeah, but you did by saying Kansas won the chip. That's what.
Oh, I wouldn't even think about that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even think about that. Yeah, I really wasn't. I would not think about that whatsoever. None whatsoever. Not even in my mind. I just go on the Big 12 angle,
All
so
right. Fair enough.
But Andy, as you get ready to head over there, any final words on this edition of Folks Talking Sports, sponsored by 5 Star Properties?
I am really, really interested to see what happens in the other American Athletic Conference semifinal match between Memphis and Tulane, because Tulane swept Memphis twice in the regular season. So it'll be interesting to see how these two teams match up. I think it's interesting. Houston swept Cincinnati and Tulane swept Memphis. And obviously, we know the proverbial hard to beat a team 3 times. So it's going to be something that we'll see how that holds up. And then, of course, we have to see what Mike Orozco says during his press conference. I think it's interesting that a few days ago he wants to get rid of the Power Conference labels. He's not, I guess, his Power 6 conference is in the rearview mirror, and he doesn't want to. There's no such thing as Power Conferences if you're not in the Big Ten or SEC, according to Orozco.
But who coined that term?
Media? Power 6?
Or who coined that? Power Conference and the group conference. Who coined that? Was it media, or was it the big boy conferences?
If you hear Orozco, he's blaming it on media.
Will, what say you about that?
I heard Power 6 from Michael Orozco.
Yeah, but Power 5. But Power 5. Who coined the term Power 5?
Oh, the Power 5. I think that's giving the media too much power. I think that has to come from, because why would the NCAA adopt something that the media created?
So it came from the big conferences, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. I could think Commissioner Orozco's frustrations in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
The bigger conferences, they coined the term because they're the big conferences, and they can. That's just fact.
Yeah.
There are schisms in college sports. And right now there's a Power 2, and then the others, and then the others. So, the Coogs are leaving the lower tier, moving to one of the other 3, but they'll still be behind the Power 2.
Who are the Power 2?
And the Power 2 is Big Ten and the SEC, only because of football, which, I don't understand the fascination with football, the obsession with football in America. That it's been, and it's the lifeblood of some people. I don't understand that, never have. Basketball, and the one thing I do commend, I'm kind of curious to see how Brett Yormark will monetize basketball in the next media rights deal in 6 years, if he's able to monetize it, because for years, college basketball has been undervalued. And that's part of, I think, Mark Emmert's at fault for that, when he did not go the tournament to the open market. He took a deal from CBS, and sounds good at the time, sure. But looking back on it, could have got more money. Definitely got more money. Got money for the women's tournament, which is way, way undervalued. And they don't have units for the schools in that tournament. When by units, I mean teams receive money for every round they advance, like they get on the men's side. And I think, what is it, Will? 300,000, I think each round, something like that. And that's for 6 years. So Houston or Carolina or Duke or anybody on the men's side, they get 300,000 for the first round, then another 300K for the second round, and so on. And that money goes to the conference that those schools participate, and it's divided up among the members. Women's side has none of that. Zippo. So that's the issue that needs to be addressed in the next media rights deal for the NCAA and basketball. I think in a year or two, those tournaments come up. Andy, man, if you got to check it, head on out. I'll see you over there in a bit. Tell Dustin I said hi.
It. For sure. Will do. Reminder to tune in to Let's Reach Coogs, presented by the Saxenian family. Probably around 5 p.m. around there, depending on the time. Of course, we'll be discussing everything that happens after the American Athletic Conference semifinal game between Houston and Cincinnati. Kris, I'll see you in an hour, a few minutes, and Will, thank you for hopping on. See you guys in a short while.
All right, take care, man.
All righty.